Yeah, good afternoon, students. Today I am discussing about the ozone and ozone depletion, one of the important question in the point of examination. So now already we know that the atmosphere having five important layers, that is troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, ionosphere and exosphere. So whatever the ozone concept today we are discussing, so this is existing the second layer of the atmosphere. So now this is the earth. Above the earth surface atmosphere layer is present. In the second layer of atmosphere ozone is present. So this ozone is one of the allotropic form of oxygen. Nothing but oxygen exists as atomic oxygen, molecular oxygen and ozone. So O3 is represented as ozone. And the thickness of this ozone present in the stratosphere is 3 millimeter thickness, and this is measured in terms of Dobson unit. So 1 Dobson unit is nothing but 0.001 millimeter. Okay, so this is ozone. So ozone is allotropic form of oxygen present in the stratosphere. Therefore, this stratosphere is also referred as ozonosphere. Okay, so now next is our question. So how the formation of ozone and how this ozone is exist and how this ozone layer is get depleted, that is our question. The first one is, as we know that this whatever the stratosphere consisting of a ozone, it is one of the important benefit for us is it protects the harmful ultraviolet radiation which is emitted from the sun. So in that way the ozone is an important composition present in the stratosphere. So in the atmosphere, whatever the oxygen is present, so this oxygen absorbs the harmful ultraviolet radiation, that is of 240 nanometer wavelength, undergo a photodissociation from molecular oxygen into atomic oxygen. Once this atomic oxygen is obtained, this is again react with molecular oxygen, it gives a ozone. So in this way the ozone is present in the atmosphere. Then afterwards what will happen, again whatever this ozone form, again it absorbs the harmful ultraviolet radiation of 200 to 300 nanometer. By the time dissociation takes place, it gives a molecular oxygen and atomic oxygen. So therefore this is called as the formation of ozone, that reaction, and this reaction is called dissociation of ozone. So this formation of ozone and dissociation of ozone takes place simultaneously, and it is a dynamic equilibrium. Because of this equilibrium of these two reactions, it maintains the constant ozone level in the atmosphere. Hence, this protects the harmful ultraviolet radiation to the earth. So this is the existence of ozone in the atmosphere. But due to the human activities, the depletion of ozone takes place. So how it takes place? Due to the use of chlorofluorocarbons. So this chlorofluorocarbons usually we can observe in coolant used in refrigerators or even air conditioners. We are using this chemical, that is chlorofluorocarbons. So because of the elimination of this chlorofluorocarbons, the ozone layer is get depleted. So how it will depleted? See these reactions. So one of the chlorofluorocarbon I took, that is dichlorofluorocarbon. Once it is moves to the atmosphere, it reacts with an ultraviolet radiation. It is undergo dissociation. It gives chlorofluorocarbon free radical and chlorine free radical. 1 mole of chlorine free radical is released. Immediately, this chlorine free radical reacts with the ozone present in the atmosphere and undergo a chemical reaction. It forms a ClO compound and oxygen molecule. So whatever this ClO compound is there, again it is reacted with a nascent oxygen or atomic oxygen. It gives to the oxygen molecule again and another chlorine free radical. So 1 mole of chlorine free radical dissociates oxygen into the molecular oxygen. So instead of ozone, it becomes oxygen. So some amount of ozone is get depleted because of 1 mole of chlorine. So again for the further reaction, again 1 mole of chlorine free radical is releases. So by combining these two equations, we will explain that the ozone and the atomic oxygen present here, it will gives 2 moles of oxygen. Nothing but ozone is started to get deplete because of the presence of chlorine free radical. So here it explains that the 1 mole of chlorine free radical destroys the several thousands of ozone. So that we have to avoid the use of chlorofluorocarbons whatever we are using in the refrigerator and air conditioners. But already we are adjusted to this condition nowadays. So that we can go for an alternative method. Instead of using chlorofluorocarbons, we can use hydrofluoroalkanes or hydrochlorofluorocarbons. It minimizes the use of chlorine, hence we can protect the ozone layer present in the atmosphere. So once ozone depletion is starts, by the time the ultraviolet radiation falls to the Earth's surface and it causes skin cancer. So much of infectious diseases will occur and climate change is also observed. So we have to avoid the ozone depletion. In the use of CFCs, we can use HFA and HCFS. I hope you people will understand. So follow this video and I will give the notes, follow the same and understand. Thank you.